Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're with me. Yes, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready for that all important comic book review. And today we're going to be talking about DC Comics Superman Wonder Woman issue number 7. Yeah, this kind of wraps up or puts a little bow tie on the whole what happened to Superman, Wonder Woman after the whole power plant explosion and the whole battle with Zod for Aurora and things like that. And this also has a little banner on the bottom called Prelude to Doom. Now let's talk about the cover here. Yeah, this cover is quite interesting. It looks like Wonder Woman and Superman are quite beat up. Superman just looks like he's got no skin left. I mean, he is fried because he protected Wonder Woman with his cape. So obviously, she is less damaged and doesn't have as many wounds as Superman does. Our writer here is Charles Soule, which I really love his writing in this series. Again, I've said this before, this is my favorite Superman book. And usually our artwork is done by Tony S. Daniel. However, Paulo Segura is the artist in this particular issue, and he does a fine fill-in job for Tony S. Daniel. I think it's very similar. I think there may not be quite as much detail, but he does capture great facial expressions and maybe probably a little bit less sketchiness, where the sketchiness for Tony S. Daniel's artwork adds a particular element to his art. So enough about the actual artwork. Let's talk about the actual issue itself. Yeah, this is basically a wrap up to this particular story arc. Gives Tony S. Daniel, I guess, a little break here, and it just goes back into London now. That's how the issue starts off. It has Superman and Wonder Woman flying high, enjoying life, just relaxing and enjoying the time with each other because Earth is at a standstill. There's no danger for them. And then the book, what it does is it flashes back to the South Pacific. What happened to Superman and Wonder Woman in the particular issue and the aftermath of the power plant. Again, we see a lot of damage to our heroes. You gotta love the tenacity that Wonder Woman has here, trying to get some kind of sunlight to Superman to regain some of his strength, and awakens here as he's a skeleton to try to help Wonder Woman because she can't fly and she's badly injured. So the two work together to get to safety, and they wind up getting Wonder Woman healed. And then what happened was Superman wound up going to the Fortress of Solitude. He winds up getting healed, as you can see here. And then in between the issue, you basically get to see another portion or prelude to was it Doomsday or Doomed story arc that's going to take place with Doom #1 and in Action Comics and so forth. And it's pretty neat because you see that somebody or something is trying to study Doomsday, and they thought it was an observation. You get to see that this big, gigantic, great white shark tries to eat Doomsday, and then he busts through it, and these scientists or whatever was trying to capture Doomsday. Well, that was an epic failure. Winds up getting crushed at the bottom of the surface, and Doomsday escapes. And then you wind up seeing that we flash back to Superman and Wonder Woman, and they're just enjoying each other's time and company. So this is a low, let's say a calm before the storm, and then we get to see them clubbing and dancing with each other, and again enjoying each other's company. And at the end of the last issue, or at the end of the last page of the issue, you get to see Rise, and there it has, yes, Doomsday. His hand just pops out, and yeah, looks like he's getting ready to kick some ass. So yeah, I'm totally excited, to see what Doomed has to offer. Here we can see a page, an advertisement of what's to come. Doomsday looks a little bit different, but it's written by Greg Pak, Scott Lobdell, Charles Soule, and then it's got your different artists. with his Ken Lashley, Aaron Cooter, Tony S. Daniel, and Ed Banis. And again, it starts off in May 2014. And yeah, so it takes place in Superman Doomed #1, Action Comics #31, Superman Wonder Woman issue #8, and Superman #31 wraps up the whole crossover event. So guys, after reading this particular issue, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Kind of a fillerish story arc to throw a little bit of Doomed in there, but I always enjoy this series. It's written very well, and I love how these two care for each other, and I do like the relationship they bring to the table in this series. So guys, leave me your comments below on what you thought of this particular issue, this particular series, and if you're excited about the Doomed story arc. So guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0, and until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.